Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sensible Fitness. And in today's video, we'll be talking about timing and nutrition. More specifically, we'll be talking about when you should eat, how many times you should eat. We'll be talking a little about what eating means with reference to fitness and stuff like that. So, to start, when should you eat? Is there any particular time to eat? Do you eat between this period and this period? What's like that? So to start with, we'll be dealing with when you should eat and how many calories. The obvious myth that's out there now is that you should eat the most amount of calories in the morning. You should have a heavy breakfast. You should have a moderate lunch, and you should have light dinner. And while that is a very popular theory out there, that actually holds no scientific value at all. You can eat how many ever calories at any time you want. As long as you get in enough nutrients throughout the day, you'll be fine. So you can eat less calories in breakfast if you're in a hurry, as long as you do make up for those nutrients during your lunch and your dinner. All that matters over a full day and definitely in the long term is that you hit your daily nutrient values, you hit your weekly nutrient values, and after that you'll basically be fine. The second term is how many times a day should you eat. Now I'll be looking at this in terms of a fitness standpoint, in terms of a fat loss standpoint. And there are, of course, many schools of thought. You should have a few meals and you should spread them out throughout the day. You should just have three big meals. So, which one is right? Essentially, it matters upon you. It matters upon your preference and how you like to eat. For example, I like to have three big meals and I like to have small snacks in between. So essentially, I will have five overall meals. If that suits you, you can take that. You can take care of that as well. If you like to have smaller meals and you like to have them spread throughout your day, you can eat that way. If you're someone that likes to have a lot of food at once and just have it throughout the day, fair enough, you can do it that way as well, right? If you're someone that just eats within a particular time period, you can do that as well. However, when you eat and indeed how many times you eat in a day does not affect fat loss, right? So you could have 5 meals a day, you could have 500 different meals a day. Ultimately, what will affect your fat loss is your net calories. So overall throughout the day, uh, when you compare your calorie intake versus your calorie outtake, are you in a net caloric deficit? That's all that matters. So how many meals you had, when you've had your meals, all of that doesn't matter when it comes to fat loss. Now, how about sports nutrition? How about performance? Now, when it comes to sports nutrition, that does change a bit. One of the main ways in this is what you eat after a workout. Now, there's obviously this big myth about the post workout protein window, that there's a 30-minute window, that there's a small window after you work out within which you should have a certain amount of protein. Now I will go more into this in a separate video because this is a huge topic and there's a lot to talk about here. But essentially, when you do go into sports nutrition, when you do go into when you do go into more advanced levels of fitness, you do want to have a light snack after working out, because when you work out, you will be exerting and spending a lot of your carbohydrates. If you sweat a lot, you'll obviously be losing a lot of water, you'll be losing a lot of electrolytes, and it's important that you replenish those as quickly as possible. So you will want to eat some carbs, you will want to drink lots of water. Not only after your workout, but during your workout, you will definitely want to drink lots of water there as well. Again, as with the previous video where we made on timing and exercise, the only time I would recommend not eating is just before you go to bed. And this is like you eat food and then and then you go to bed. That is one thing that I would not recommend, mainly because it's really uncomfortable to sleep with a full stomach, and of course it does have a few negative effects on your body. So the only time I would recommend you not having food is just before you do go to bed. One more thing, as discussed in the previous video, is eating and your gymming. You should give it about 30 minutes. You should eat a light snack about 30 minutes before you do hit the gym. And if you're having a heavy snack, then you should have it about 1 to 2 hours before you hit the gym. Apart from that, nutrition and nutrition timing doesn't really matter if you're a beginner or if you're going for fat loss. As previously mentioned, if you're going for fat loss, all that matters is calorie deficit. However, nutritional timing does matter and does become more and more and more important as you keep going, as you keep getting more and more advanced in fitness, as you keep going to a more and more advanced level in fitness. Nutrition and nutritional timing does become more important. And that's it. That was the video on timing and nutrition. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you're interested in conversations about our school days, or if you're interested in conversations about music, please do follow our other channels, the K2A podcast and the Basic Trouble podcast. If you're interested in gaming, please do follow my personal channel, That Indian Gamer, where we play different kinds of games. If you have any comments, if you have any questions about today's video, if you have any topic ideas that you would like me to make a full video on, please do leave them in the comments down below. Please do tell your friends, please do tell everyone you know that there's a personal trainer giving quick, sensible, easy to digest information on YouTube. Thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.